Hello guys, Ashley here, also known as AJ Fan, back here with another video. And today we're doing wrestling centered topics, like I said. And today I want to talk about a personal wrestling storyline that has bothered me for a really long time, since my 22 years of watching this program. And I want to talk about why I feel like WWE ruined the Punklee love story. If you don't know who Punklee is CM Punk and AJ Lee. That's their ship name. It's the program. I personally feel like their love relationship was abandoned, and I feel like out of all of the AJ Lee romantic pairings, her and CM Punk had the most potential to carry it going on. Her and John Cena went on for way too long, in my opinion. Her and Dolph Ziggler went on for way too long, in my opinion. I wasn't really mad about her and Kane ending so soon, because I personally didn't really see that going anywhere. I think Kane was just an infatuation of that time. But the stuff with CM Punk, AJ Lee, and Daniel Bryan is absolutely great shit. I feel like that love triangle is what is missing from television right now for the WWE. Is just something to sink your teeth into. I definitely feel like stuff like that is missing from the TV shows, but I personally loved it. It is personally my favorite love triangle that I think WWE has ever done. There's not really a lot that comes to my mind outside of the AJ Lee, Dan Bryan, and CM Punk one, and the Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Kurt Angle one. I like that one too, but that one ended on such an anticlimactic way that it was just stupid. But let's get into it. Why do I think this relationship was abandoned? Well, it kind of starts here with how I feel like it was abandoned. So, right after Money in the Bank, everything about it was just kind of like abandoned, really. And there was like no talk of AJ Lee or CM Punk anymore. There was just kind of like, it just seemed like it was just like the end of the storyline, which I understand, but I feel like her and CM Punk, that storyline just had so much potential to keep going, and I feel like it could have just kept going, in my opinion. I feel like when they had Dan Bryan propose to AJ Lee, I really hated how they reserved back to Dan Bryan, because I was so over them. Not that I didn't like her and Dan Bryan together, but I don't like them together because I didn't like Dan Bryan. I didn't like how he treated my girl. That's why I didn't like them, is what I'm technically saying. I loved them together. Her and Dan Bryan always had great chemistry. Whatever they did on screen, it was always convincing to me. I've always enjoyed it. It was always entertaining. I feel like I hated how they reserved back Dan Bryan, but I understand that the proposal, if you think about it, let's just say this for example right now. If CM Punk was the one who would have proposed to AJ Lee, wouldn't it have made a lot more sense, because this is what she's always wanted. She wanted him to show some type of interest in her, because honestly in that storyline, it really seemed like CM Punk, he liked her, but he kind of was keeping his distance at the same time. Like, he was kind of afraid to make a move on her, anything like that. And maybe it was because she was coming off when too strong, which I totally get. When someone's coming off when too strong and you're trying to take a little bit slow, it kind of makes you want to take 2 steps back. I've been in a situation before. It wasn't because I'm scared of commitment or anything like that. It was just like, I was trying to get to know him, and it's kind of just felt like he was already planning the wedding in his head, and it was just very scary, and it kind of just threw me off a little bit, like a little red flaggish. So I was just like, I think we need to reserve back and everything. But this isn't about me. I feel like if you would have had CM Punk propose to AJ Lee, and they were the ones getting married and going through with the marriage, and then you reveal that Vince McMahon has also given AJ Lee a general manager position, oh my God, now you have a storyline right there. CM Punk only decided to marry AJ because she's general manager, and now he knows that he can use his fake feelings for her as a way to make sure that he gets what he wants. I feel like that storyline has some potential. The AJ Lee and CM Punk stuff on Raw in 2012, it has so much potential to be like the next Edge Vic Guerrero situation, where like he's using AJ to make sure he stays in main events and make sure he gets to choose who he wants to fight for his belt and everything like that. like, yeah, they have great chemistry, but for him, this is all business. But to AJ Lee, this is very personal. She's in love with him, and she wants to make sure he gets what he wants because she's in love with him. And but to me, CM Punk is playing her the whole time, and I feel like the best way to have AJ Lee realize that she was being played by CM Punk is, I would say, have her cost him the title, because there really was nobody for CM Punk to drop it to at that time, really, honestly. In 2012, in my opinion, you could, I guess that I would, if I had to say a match, probably the Hell in a Cell match for Ryback. You could have her purposely cause, well, this one was qualification in Hell in a Cell, so that's not a good idea, because we see how that worked out in 2019 with Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. There was a qualification, but it's a Hell in a Cell match. Or how about this? You could have her be the guest referee in the Hell in a Cell match for Ryback, and have her purposely cause Ryback the championship, but let's just say she was trying to help him win, but she accidentally cost him to win. Something like that, I guess, because me personally, I feel like there really was nobody logical for CM Punk to drop the belt to in 2012, so that's the best thing that could come in my head about her getting some payback. Or you could have her get involved in the match and pick him off a ladder, hit him with a chair, attack him, anything. I'll take anything resort to that. But I felt like, and it wasn't just that, I feel like the whole time that they were there, why was their romantic relationship just so forgotten about? Like, honestly, I would have loved to see AJ Lee, Divas Champion AJ Lee, and Wolverine CM Punk together on screen. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, why was their romantic relationship just, like, abandoned? I don't know. I feel like her and CM Punk just has so much more potential than any of the other people that she's paired up with, in my opinion. I don't know. Like, her and CM Punk have potential. This probably won't be too long, because I just had to talk about this because I had to make sure I wasn't the only one. But when I saw a girl make a pretty much like a post about it, I'm thinking, like, you know what? I kind of agree too. Like, if there was ever an opportunity to keep that going, it's definitely when she became general manager. I know they still had their banter moments, which I totally loved. The backstage moments when they're obviously flirting with each other, and I love the stuff on when he kind of pretty much like called her out, like he read her for filth. I hate to say that, but like when he called her out for still being basically in love with him, and that he's not afraid to air the dirty laundry about all the text messages that she left him, and him alluding to a one night stand. It was pretty embarrassing, honestly. I feel like for AJ Lee to not get any revenge on him for saying stuff like that, oh, it would have been no, she's better than me, because it would have been no coming back from that. Like him pretty much just like clowning her in front of everyone about how she felt about him. It was really a jerky move. It was really jerky. It was absolutely, he made her cry. Like, it was absolutely jerky. I remember thinking, like, Jesus Christ, like, she deserved to get that humiliated for a misunderstanding. Now, he said that she purposely hired a referee to screw him on purpose. I agree. I definitely think she did it on purpose because, again, she was so upset about the proposal and him pretty much turning her down. I don't think she ever forgot about that. It was embarrassing for her to get down on one knee and then he didn't say anything, and then at the end of the night for him to basically be like, I'm not going to marry you at all. It was embarrassing. I can't imagine being in a situation. I would be completely embarrassed. And then the fact that whenever they got into a little banter, he would bring it up whenever he could as a little dig. It was just like, you know what? You deserve this. You deserve to get screwed on the Monday Night Raw match. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. But I didn't think he was gonna embarrass my girl like that on Monday Night Raw by basically saying like, you used to wear my T-shirts and you used to leave me a whole bunch of voicemails and text messages about how you used to feel about me, and pretty much alluding to like one night stands. Like they did a little, they did the stuff. Like it was so embarrassing. Like he made her cry. Like he made AJ cry. I just remember thinking like, and then I feel like right after that, I would say like mid-October is when they stopped having like screen time together. They had screen time on the October 1st show and the October 8th show, and then after that, they really didn't have any more screen time anymore, and it was the John Cena and AJ Lee storyline, which I wasn't against. I did like the storyline with her and John Cena. It was entertaining. It was easily to sink my teeth into. It's just her and John Cena together, them as a pairing, they had like no chemistry to me. So I didn't want to believe in that relationship with them together, but I had nothing against the storyline. And I feel like even in that situation too, why not have CM Punk get involved in that storyline? It's very obvious that AJ is someone that he has feelings for. Why not have CM Punk get jealous and basically tell John Cena like, you so busy chasing around AJ Lee that you're not even focused on this title, and I've been there before, man. And I'm telling you, maybe you should focus less on her and more on the WWE Championship. And I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting to see CM Punk get in between that, because it's very obvious that him and AJ Lee still have friends for each other. It's just like it being completely swept underneath the rug is what just felt like, what are they doing? I just felt like her and CM Punk had a lot more potential to keep going if WWE was taken clearly. Like I said, I didn't tell this video being too long. I just wanted to just give my take on why I feel like the Punklee relationship was like abandoned, why was it slept on, why was it not continued, and on some extent I do think what ruined it was them not being consistent with it. But at least what I can say is that at least they did have their mini backstage moments and things like that, and you did see the glimpse. You still saw all the chemistry and everything between them. I just wish there was a lot more for it, in my opinion. So that's how I feel. Not a long video. I'm going to be doing my thoughts on the PG era very soon. I think it's just best to get that video out the way. And like I said, this will be broken down in sessions. I think what I'm going to do is talk about 2008, 9, and 10 in one video, and you guys get the gist of it. I'm telling y'all right now, years like 2020, 2021, and 2022, and 2023, and 2024, all those years together just seem to blend together to me. I am going to try my best to tell you what I remember from those years, because to me, I feel like all that shit blends together at one point. I'm not going to talk about 2025 because the year is not over, it just started, but I will talk about 2023 and 2024 for you guys, if that's what you want to. Well, I have no choice, but I have to talk about it. But I'm telling you right now, those years really seem to blend together. Like, I feel like after 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, all that shit seems to kind of like blend together at one point, honestly. So, like I said, I'll try my best to remember what I can. But if I can't, don't be mad. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.